Thy mule is back with puff puff bass. I'm on the shitter, will wipe my ass. I have been missing and wishing, and after I poop, we're going fishing. Season 4 starts now. Out here. So I'll explain more later as I'm out on the river, Missouri River. I've been living out in St. Louis for a few months. Today is March 7th, so I'm going to grab some lunch with my beautiful girlfriend, aka Mrs. Puff Puff. Going to go to Bass Pro to get my fishing license. Some Jack Skipper Jack. I don't know if it's going to be live or freeze-dried frozen, but from what all the locals tell me, that would be the bait of choice for catfish. Puff Puff.
Yeah, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
So I'm here at the Sanctuary, aka Bass Pro. Got a new cat set up the other day. I'll show you all that once we're at the boat ramp where I'm going to be fishing Missouri River. I am looking for some extra baits just to see what I'm going to throw. Might buy another setup. All my other gear is back in Ohio. I moved out here end of September, which is why I haven't really been active much. So all my gear is back. So this is historic and downtown, or old downtown, St. Charles, Missouri. As you can see, these old, I guess this would have been Main Street back in the day, have all been turned into little boutique antique stores and music shops and all that. It's Thursday afternoon and it's cold and it's, you know, crappy out, so it's a little quiet. And here you have Big Muddy, aka the Missouri River. We're about 20 miles west of St. Louis, Missouri, and probably about the same, little northwest of the confluence, aka where the Missouri flows into the Mississippi and all the way down to the Gulf. Going for some big catfish today, blues, channels, flatheads, and whatever else decides to bite. You will not get a complaint out of me. So I wish I had the boat, but it's back in Ohio, and yeah. So the brand new Puff Puff Bassmobile, 2018 Silverado Z71. Got the leather, heated seats, all the good stuff you need. This will have no problem towing the smoker craft. So like I said, all my gear's back in Ohio because I moved out here almost near the start of winter. So I hit up the Bass Pro shops, got my Missouri fishing license. So I'm now licensed in Ohio, PA, and Missouri. I got two reasonably priced setups. They're both 7.5 foot heavy action catfish. They came with this 20-pound cat mono on there, so I'll use that today. And then I bought some about 400 yards of the spider wire easy braid. Not much live bait floating around, should be soon. Some skipper jack. I'm going to grab some live night crawlers, but I got a few different kinds of shad, some butthole baits, as we affectionately call them. Delicious. Because they smell like my butthole. Probably not as good as my butthole, but...
Got it. Oh, shit.
Some new pliers, bunch of weights, some cut shad, bells, and assortment of cat hooks. So we're gonna... Also got this thing too. I'm gonna install this on the boat as well, but it's a dual rod holder. I'll use it specifically for the catfish, but this will come in handy here with this big mud. So let me get these two strung up and then we'll get down there. Never leave home without your beer nuts, ever. Beer nuts. So we're gonna start off with the shad sides, Rusty's trusty brand. I use them in Florida. And I got some 3/4 ounce and ounce weights, probably got about 3 or 4 packs of each. One of the annoying things about, you know, having all my gear back in Ohio, when obviously I got $200 million worth of stuff, is having to buy all new stuff. But season starts today. It's March 7th. So when we get back to Ohio, March 31st, we'll have plenty more to go. So got one rod ready here to be strung up. I'm going to get him out and then work on the second one. And then I'll give you a rundown of what's going on in specifics. So 20-pound mono on here, and I got, I think it was 40-pound spider wire in the truck. I'm just going to use this stuff for now because I don't feel like respooling. Problem is that a lot of these cats in here can go anywhere from 40 to 100 and some pounds. So hopefully if I do catch something that big, it'll stick. And if not, yeah, so big boy river fishing, much bigger than the Allegheny, and about 20 miles that way is the Mississippi. So I'm hoping to hit that in the next couple days. So here we are. I didn't buy any leaders like an idiot or any eagle claws, so I'm having to tie my hooks right onto the mono. And I threw 2 ounces on here. I'm gonna go out with this one kind of far, and then I'll set up the other rod and probably go right off this break wall here. Big ass river. If you could see the current just flowing, I mean, it's probably at least, it's got to be about a half a mile wide. So let's get going. Got this guy right up here in the mud. 2 rods almost ready, so season starts now. All right, well, we got first new rod in the water. Got that cut shad on there. Had a little trouble casting out 2 ounces. That current's just much too fast right now. I don't think it varies probably very much over here, just being how big the river is. I got hooked on a log, obviously pulling way down. I thought I had a 100-pounder. Kind of tough to film because I'm solo, so I'm going to get as much action shots as I can. Season is underway. Missouri River catfish. March 7th today, so it's a little chilly, probably about 40, 45. I'm all thermaled up. Got my gloves. And I guess now we just sit and wait. So I'm going to go string up this other rod, grab some beer nuts, and see if we can pull something in. I mean, if I get a bite, I'll be happy. And if not, well, at least we're out here fishing. And the forecast looks to be about 50s and 60s the next week or so. So get warmed up today, pun intended, because it's freezing. My beard looks nice. And we'll go from there. So day one, puff, puff. So here we are, Big Muddy, aka Missouri River. As you can see, again, it's kind of humbling being on a body of water this big. Point being, you know, we got Lake Erie. We go up to PA a lot, Allegheny River, tons of small lakes, rivers, all that crap everywhere you go. But you know, this is one of the biggest rivers in the country, or I guess on the continent. And obviously, based on some of the fish I've seen being pulled out of here, holds true to its name or its looks. So we got some freeze-dried shad here, and then some cut bloody shad on this guy. Been out here about a half hour now, taking 2 or 3 casts. Not much luck. It is balls cold, freezing. So if we get something today, we'll be lucky. Forecast shows it's warming up. Just happy to be out here doing the do. New setups, new gear. I fished here a couple times in the fall. I did have one rod with me when I came out. I took them back to Ohio on Christmas when we went. But yeah, season starts today, so I don't know how long I'm going to tough it out here today. It's very, very cold. I'm wearing gloves. I never wear gloves fishing. My ears are cold. So yeah, oh crap, look at those. With the forecast being in the 60s for the next 10 days, I'm going to stay out here probably for about another hour, tough it out, and then see what we can do. So take some more casts and go from there. But stay tuned, we will be right here. So another good thing besides beer nuts, which I have in the truck, but I got my gloves on and I don't want to get my gloves all beery nutty. Man, it's cold. My nose is running. My ears are red. I didn't bring my woolly hat. It's actually starting to snow. You can barely tell, but some flakage. Luna Bar protein. Just had lunch like an hour ago, but I need to get something in me to, you know, keep a formidable sustenance. Ooh, bald eagle. You can't, no way can you see that from here, up in those trees, but. So we got 2 rods in the water down there, right about there. And I'm gonna stay out here probably for another half hour. I'm too cold. It's nice to just get the rust off a little bit. Obviously, I'd rather be bass fishing than sitting here, but you know, never really took time during the day to just go catfish. Out here, that's a great option to do, and I'll be doing that the rest of the week. I'm balls cold. So we took a little bit of a break last year, had some boat problems, if you remember, and then with the move and all that, Not that we lost interest. I was still fishing, but it was real hard to get any filming or editing done. I have probably 10 or 12 videos worth of footage that I haven't edited, so I'll go ahead and get to doing that probably here in the next couple weeks. This edit will probably be kind of short and sweet, but you know, got a little intro back into the new season, got some Bass Pro and new gear, and took a few casts. So Puff Puff Bass is not dead. Uncle Canada and Baboon and Dom DG and Albert.
Yeah.
That's right, Albert.
That's it.
Son of Pasquale. They all miss you, and we will see them all soon. Oh, there's the eagle right over my head. Right over my head. Oh. He flew over too fast, and I'm eating like a pig, but... So, that mule here, your Con Grigio leader. Shout out to M. Grigio and Fishing Grubs. That dude never quits. If you don't subscribe, go check out Fishing Grubs. You know all about grubs. Wells Grub Productions. I'm ranting, I'm rolling. Smashing Pumpkins. Shout out to Capstick, Jefferson, Matthias. I'm gonna go check these, and it kind of sucks. I mean, I fish alone a lot, or with Canada, or with whoever. Oh, look at my biff hair. I mean, it just feels nice to be back out here filming with my two new boys. We'll call him Laparenzo and Dequarius. All right, well, I'll be out here for a little bit longer, and yeah, swag. So it's about 4:45. I got out here about 2:45, 2 solid hours. Just broke off my first rod, or not broke off, got snagged and cut the line. I really hate that, leaving weights and mono and line and baits and all that stuff in waterways, but I guess it's part of the game. What are you gonna do? Good first day, nice to shake the rust off. Still got some rust to shake off, but one more line in the water, as you just saw. Gonna give it probably 10 or 15 more minutes just to be a tried and true Buckingham, Joni Buckingham Robinson.
What the hell do you think of yourself?
Joni loves Chachi. And then head back for the day. Like I said, forecast is warming up to the 50s and 60s next week, and I'll be back in Ohio full-time March 31st. That means we got to get the boat ready, get the boat ready, and get out on the boat. Excited to see Albert. That's right, Albert. Son of Pasquale.
That's it.
Get up to Pennsylvania, drink a couple beers, reunite with the crew, and start catching some fish. So, short and sweet little vlog today. I'll let you know we still exist. We're going to be doing a ton of giveaways again. I know that was kind of our thing. Got some Bass Pro gift cards, got a ton of baits from our former Lucky Tackle Box sponsors. We terminated our sponsorship with them. I'll do a whole video on that because I don't want to talk smack, but that was a big waste of our efforts and resources for just some free baits. And not that we're not appreciative, but that's not where we want to be. So Puff Puff is still here. Puff Puff is not going anywhere. We are still your Puff Daddies. You are still our Puff Daddies. Unite. Yeah, stay tuned. Season begins today. It's only March 7th too, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So we got another 7-8 months of season 4 of Puff Puff Bass. So we love all of you, and stay tuned. Oops.